brunt of the cost is tied to the roof at Lincoln Elementary on the west side of town. A new HVAC unit was recently installed on the roof, and the exterior metal casing was damaged. The soft roofing material was also damaged by the softball-size hail, and the current estimate for replacement is $1.1 million. Assistant Superintendent John Pope said he did not think it would be quite that high.
When you start thinking about our capital outlay, we've got 7+ buildings, but if it takes $1 million just to replace an elementary roof, and then our middle school is twice that size, our high school is, that's a lot of money that comes out of our capital outlay that we would have to replace all those roofs.
The district's hail and wind damage deductible is $25,000. Estimates on Park Elementary's roof came in at $134,000, and a roof repair at the middle school is $40,000. Temporary roof repairs came in at $18,000. Other structural repairs cost $1,800, and spoiled food at the central kitchen cost $675. An early estimate on vehicle damage is $25,000. More news after this.
Are you in your 20s or 30s? Are you investing? You should be. Start looking to build your wealth with Tiff Mayo at Mayo Money Management. With the power of compounding, even a small investment today can grow into a significant amount over time. Whether you're saving for a down payment on a house, retirement, or just looking to grow your money, take the first step towards a brighter financial future with a no-obligation consultation. Mayo Money Management, 1600 Main, Great Bend. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Inc., member FINRA Civic.
With supply chain issues affecting vehicle inventories and parts availability, it is more important than ever to maintain your current vehicles. Cooling systems, batteries, wiper blades, and brake systems are all important to the safety and reliability of your vehicle. It is always less expensive to maintain and protect than it is to repair after a failure. Visit any of our Marmy Auto Group service departments and speak with our factory-trained advisors about how to maintain, protect, and keep your vehicle running smoothly. Marmy's make it happen.
The Barton Community College Foundation's 44th Annual Big Benefit Auction, Casino Royale, takes place Saturday, August 26th at the Great Bend Event Center. The foundation is grateful to all of those who bought tickets to this year's event and would also like to recognize this year's auction underwriters, which include Nextech, UMB Bank, Craig and Jolene Biggs, Spectrum CPA Partners, and Eagle Communications and Whole Broadcast. All money raised supports academic scholarships and enhancements to programs and facilities to directly impact the learning experience of Barton Community College students.
For months, Great Bend Economic Development promoted the Ignite Rural Business Competition, an opportunity for entrepreneurs to open or start a business in Barton County. Following the deadline to register, 31 individuals signed up to pitch their idea for a new business or invention. Economic Development Communications Director Leanne June said the competition had been narrowed down to 10 semifinalists.
Seeing these businesses get pumped up, learn new things, because some of these businesses, it wasn't necessarily what they were doing 6 months ago. So they're really doing their research, meeting with mentors, getting those business plans tightened up. Because either way, I have a feeling we'll have more than just the finalists opening businesses.
The entrepreneurs were paired with local business mentors and professionals to help the contestants fine-tune their business plans. Judges will evaluate each of the participants' plans and determine a winner to receive $50,000 to assist their business startup.
Really, it's the viability of the business. Is this something that can work in our area, and is there a need for it? And for so many of them, it is. It's there's some great ideas and really passionate entrepreneurs behind it.
Finalists will present their business plan at the Crest Theater in Great Bend on October 5th. Along with $50,000 for the winner, second place receives $30,000 and third place is awarded $10,000. You can view a list of the 10 semifinalists in the story at greatbendpost.com. And finally, a police raid that drew national attention to a small Kansas newspaper over threats to press freedoms wasn't supported by evidence, the prosecutor said Wednesday, as the paper staff scrambled to print its first weekly edition since their cell phones and computers were seized. Forced to rewrite stories and reproduce ads from scratch, the four-person newsroom toiled overnight to print Wednesday's edition of the Marion County Record with a defiant front-page headline that read, "Seized but not silenced." On Wednesday, Marion County Attorney Joel Enzi said his review of police seizures from the Marion County Record offices and the publisher's home found insufficient evidence exists to establish a legally sufficient nexus between this alleged crime and the places searched and the items seized. As a result, an order was submitted to return seized items back to the newspaper. The story was featured on several national news broadcasts Wednesday evening. Read more about the ongoing case at GreatBendPost.com. And while you're there, be sure to check out the Great Bend Post mobile app. With a look at your news, I'm Mike Corson.
Okay, thanks, Mike. 7:14 here at KVGB, your 707 report this morning. Brought to you by the Marmy Auto Group, the Barton Community College Foundation, and Mayo Money Management. Osaic Wealth, Inc., 1600 Main in Great Bend. Forecast today, not too bad. Before the heat dome gets here, I can see it out the window. It's coming. Today, sunny, high of 89. Breezy, northeast wind, 7 to 12. Tonight, clear, low around 62. Friday, sunny, high of 93. Then on Saturday, the fun begins. Sunny and hot, a high of 105. Sunday, 103. Monday, 102. Tuesday, 99. And Wednesday, 98. So enjoy your day today. 89, not bad. It's really nice outside right now. We have fair skies, 65. Humidity at 93%. Winds are calm this morning. Mike Corson with us here this morning. I wanted to run this by you because I knew that I would butcher it when we got to today in history. So in 1945, the George Orwell novel Animal Farm. Have you read that?
I think it's required reading in high schools.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that picked
Not
up.
at Skyline.
You guys didn't want to read about communism?
No, we read Little House on the Prairie. An allegorical satire.
I think it's allegorical.
An allegorical satire. Okay, thank you. An allegorical satire of Soviet communism was first published in London by Martin Secker and Warburg.
So all animals are created equal, but some animals are created more equal than others, I think was the tagline. And
Okay, what's that mean?
well, like our very own Constitution says all men are created equal, but I think the course of history showed that maybe the actual laws don't reflect that. So the guys making the law was a little piggy, I think. And so when you want the people to be happy, so you tell them, hey, we're all equals here, we're commies, comrade. But then you don't get more stuff if you're equal, so you kind of got to shade towards...
So that was George Orwell's first big book, Animal Farm. I mean, when did War of the Worlds come along? Or was that before that?
Orwell, and he was 1984 was that Orwell. I am a big fan of 1984.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
So that one's Big Brother's watching, and they get rid of things like we're dealing with language. So they get rid of language, and you don't have like 1,000 words from the range of bad to good. You have good plus good, double plus good, non-good, double plus non-good. So it removes the emotion of language. It's just purely with the purpose.
Man.
So 1984 is solid. And then you got the thought police, face crimes. So if you've ever opened a Christmas gift on Christmas morning and they're like, do you like it? And you're like, yeah, but you're frowning, that would be a face crime that reveals the actual character.
So is that kind of along the same lines as a fake laugh? Like when someone says something, you say,
You see, you can get away with that on the phone, but if they see your face and they see you're not actually smiling when you're fake laugh, that would be a face crime. Your face betrayed what you were trying to...
That's why I like interviews in studio,
It's
so I can see their face.
Speaking of, Hesher's playing with this camera. I don't wipe out the junk from my eyes until I go downstairs after I read all the news, and now I look like Charles McCord on Imus in the Morning.
Whatever that is. Okay, I'm not done with this. So what's
Okay.
allegorical mean?
They were animals, so
I know,
obviously
but
it wasn't real, so it's using non-real stuff to kind of relate to actual human behavior.
I think your parents just should have kept a better eye on what you were reading growing up. Just saying.
I wouldn't have chosen that.
Okay, and then the required reading.
Yeah.
for, say, here at the radio station. Lord of the Flies.
Piggy. I don't know if that's an allegory because it's actual kids out on the island, but it's not real. I mean,
Right, but you see the power structure on how things go, right?
so that's kind of that's exactly what Animal Farm did. They just used animals. But yeah, Lord of the Flies, whoever's got the conch, whatever it is. Yeah, it's interesting. You use these crazy situations to illustrate how flawed we are as humans.
Yeah,
our
okay.
patterns of behavior.
Very good. Only information you can get here on the AM Great Ben Show. So, I don't know if I want to do this or not, but that's okay. Move that mic over there. So what are you doing, Hash? Here we go. This is Mike Hesher, the executive producer of Sports Day.
No, I'm the video producer of Sports Stream, the streaming.
So you're the executive producer.
Yeah, I'm not the executive producer of anything. I'm playing because Sports Day starts on Monday, so we are upgrading. Hopefully it's going to be a lot better, cleaner show on the video side. Not taking away anything from the audio side. The video side needs to be cleaner. I was not happy with it last year, so we made some upgrades. And since we start on Monday, I need a test, and today is the test. So if you're out there listening, you can stream it right now live on YouTube if you want to.
So just what do you...
I have a couple different camera shots. We have a lot more animated graphics.
Well, how can you find it right now? If someone wanted to look in, see what was going on here this morning, and Mike Corson's, soiled eyes.
Actually, you can go to greatbenpost.com, click over, go over to the more on the tab there.
Okay,
go more,
all right, okay.
Click on more, go down about 5 or 6, and say Sports Day Live, and that should take you over to YouTube.
Okay, all right. People, why don't you try that just in case?
Well, I will try that later, but not right now.
Okay, all right.
And we do want you to go through greatbenpost.com, but there's no real way to subscribe on there. If you go to the YouTube, there's an Eagle Communications channel. You can subscribe that, and then you'll get notifications and stuff when we do post new videos.
Oh, really? So if someone hits a button on wrong while we're in here, like, doing City Edition, all of a sudden
No, because there will be no camera.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the camera has to be up and operating.
Okay, so there are safety things built
Yes,
in.
yes. We don't want you to make a fool of yourself, Steve. That's just my job, to make a fool of myself.
So about 8 years ago when Imus in the Morning was still on the radio, that was a 3-hour telethon. It was on the radio, but it was simulcast on TV. Watched it daily. 3 hours a damn. Dan Patrick, there was a time I was watching 6 hours of radio TV a day. You guys are fulfilling my dreams of being a simulcaster.
How did you get anything else done is my question. If you're watching that much.
He doesn't sleep. Okay, real quick here.
Oh.
So you're going to Seattle for this National World Anabolic Steroid Track and Field meet, right?
They're tested.
Okay. But you're covering this. This is really neat. So, but there's a special media race.
Yeah, so the Worlds are in Budapest starting Saturday. So this is the Diamond League Professional Track League Finals. So they accumulate points all year. It's at Eugene, Oregon, historic Hayward Field. Got notification yesterday. There's a media race the last day. They made it the 400-meter dash. Up for grabs if you win the men or women's division is $500 for your charity of choice. But if you've ever watched track on TV, a lot of the big-time media guys are former track guys, so don't hold your breath.
Well, I mean, you look the part.
That's the worst part. I will get beat by guys who look like they shouldn't be able to run a 400, and I'll probably be walking.
Okay, so I'm thinking of a media thing, like the guys just coming out, they've still got gravy on their shirts from the hospitality room going down there, and you're going in, it's like the 3200 where people are jockeying for position in the first lane. I mean,
I'm doing some elbow workouts. Yeah, no, they even ask your time. We won't judge you. We just need to know what heat to put you in. So I think my pride took over, and I'm going to end up in a way fast heat, and I'm going to be the last guy in my heat.
What'd you tell them?
2 minutes.
52.8?
Yeah. 2 minutes, as it turns out, really fast for me, I think.
Well, you can do better than a 2-minute 400. Come on.
That's an 8-minute mile, but of course you're supposed to be 90% sprint. So I was reading about. I'm reading. I'm studying. I'm going to train these 3 weeks. Try to make you guys proud. But the cool thing, you also get an official bib So I will make a fool of myself for that bib.
Can we make you a sports day track jersey?
Yeah, and it says, and your organization's allowed on the track to take photos. So whoever wants to come out.
Look out. All right, Mike Corson, bringing you news and information this morning as we stream live here at the AM Great Bend Show. It's 7:24 at KVGB.
Are you a parent or caregiver concerned about your child's speech development? Claire Barton Therapy Services is excited to offer free pediatric speech screenings during the month of August. These free 10-minute screenings are available for all children from birth to 18 years of age, allowing our skilled speech therapists the opportunity to assess your child's progress and determine whether they're meeting milestones or require additional support. Free screenings are offered Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., so give us a call at Claire Barton Therapy Services to schedule your screening today.
20 ribeyes for $35. Just east of the Best Western on 10th and Great Bend. This one-time chance to get 20 ribeyes for $35 won't last long. And you'll find deals on New York strips, T-bones, boneless chicken breasts, and seafood. You heard right, 20 ribeyes for $35. Look for the big white tent east of the Best Western on 10th. 20 ribeyes for $35 and crazy deals on New York strips, T-bones, boneless chicken, and seafood. The truck will be leaving soon, so get to the big white tent east of the Best Western on 10th and Great Bend. All major credit cards and EBT accepted.
The ants go marching one by one, we'll pass, we'll pass. The ants go marching one by one, we'll pass, we'll pass. They'll find a way into your home, eat your food and make it their own. The ants go marching into your home.
When the enemy marches on your gates, you need to take control. World Pest Control in Sylvan Grove, Otis, and Salina.
When it's time to replace your old windows and doors, call your local Pella certified contractor, Empire Improvements. With a full line of Pella windows and door options, including affordable vinyl, durable fiberglass, and luxurious wood, Empire Improvements has an option for any taste or budget. No matter what Pella window or door you choose, you'll know it was installed right by a Pella trained and certified contractor. For the best warranty in the business, call Empire Improvements in Great Bend today at 620-603-0872.
7:26 at KVGB. Time to check area obituary news. We'll begin with Nicholson Ricky Funeral Home with funeral services for Barbara Joyce Barnard, age 83, who passed away on August 15th in Salina. Visitation will be from 1 to 8 this Sunday, with family to receive friends from 2 to 4 at the funeral home. Graveside service 2 p.m. this coming Monday at Hoisington City Cemetery with Reverend Ron Bailey presiding. Bryant Funeral Home with funeral services for Karen K. Smith, age 81, who passed away on August 10th in Wichita. Funeral services are this morning at 11 a.m. at Bryant Funeral Home with Pastor Troy Miller presiding. Interment will follow at Great Bend Cemetery. And Bryant Funeral Home with funeral services for Ricky James Rick Phelps, age 62, who passed away on August 15th in Ellenwood. Visitation will be today from noon to 8 at Bryant Funeral Home. Family set to receive friends from 5 to 7. Funeral service will be held at 2 p.m. Friday at Bryant Funeral Home with Pastor Don Fisher presiding. That is your area obituary news this morning. 7:27 coming up on 7:28 at KVGB. American Countryside on the way.
Does your office have a restroom, break room, or cleaning closet? Then you need to contact Office Products Incorporated for all your supplies for these areas. We carry paper goods like center pull and multifold towels. We also have tissue papers like bath and jumbo roll and facial tissues. If you have trash cans, we carry liners to fit. Remember, OPI carries commercial cleaning products to keep your facility cleaned and sanitized. Locally owned and supplied OPI, Great Bend, Larned, Hayes, and Russell. Online at OPIKAN.com.
Are you passionate about making a difference in your community? Do you have a heart helping others lead healthier lives? Barton County Health Department has an exciting opportunity for a dedicated and caring public health nurse to join our team. As an RN or LPN, you will be at the forefront of promoting wellness and preventing illness. Your expertise will make a real impact on the lives of individuals, families throughout our community. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to join us in shaping a healthier, happier community for everyone.
Apply now at bartoncounty.org.
Today we take a look at a very old Pontiac wagon. No, we're not talking about a station wagon, but rather an 1800s wagon. The type pioneers used to move west. It's the beginning of a transportation legend, and it's today's edition of the American Countryside, brought to you by Nationwide.
Farming land ownership comes with the shared liabilities, and you need an insurance company to help protect you. But when it comes down to it, what you really need is an individual who truly understands what you deal with each day and knows how to help you see what you may have overlooked. That's why I've partnered with Nationwide, the #1 farm and ranch insurer in the nation, that have farm-certified agents. Those are agents that are specifically trained to handle the needs of farmers. I know there's a lot I had overlooked, and that's why we've created short videos to help address those key concerns. Go to nationwide.com/Andrew. That's nationwide.com/Andrew, where I host quick shows on important topics to help you protect your next.
I'm Ty Morgan, host of U.S. Farm Report, the only weekend television show that features some of agriculture's biggest names. From custom commentary from John Phipps to the stories of antique iron with Machinery Pete, to a list of more than 30 marketing analysts, our weekly program focuses on the topics that matter most to you. We invite you to join us each weekend for U.S. Farm Report, timely, trusted tradition.
Pontiac began as a buggy company in 1893. Tim Dye says the Pontiac Oakland Museum here has a very rare piece about history.
We have one of 2 Pontiac buggies known to exist, so we're very lucky to have that on display.
Tim Dye is founder and director of the museum, which grew from his private car collection in Oklahoma. Visitors often talk about how this is not an ordinary car museum. You won't find car models here in rows.
We have a lot of displays that kind of put the cars in their time and place. We have a 64 Safari station wagon in a full camping setting. That brings back so many memories to people. To the kids, I joke that that's a 1960s SUV.
Some of the cars are on permanent display. Others rotate through the exhibits, but all are special pieces of history.
We have a 24 Oakland that is an example of the first car in the auto industry with quick-drying paint, and it still has its original paint. We have a 31 Oakland, which has the first one-piece cast V8 block in it.
And since GM no longer makes new Pontiacs, this museum has taken on a greater meaning to town.
This is it. There is no other place. When GM announced they were dropping the Pontiac, I jokingly turned to my wife and said, well, I guess it's up to us now, because if they don't care about selling new Pontiacs, they sure don't care about preserving the history.
Not only is it a great little museum, but Tim reminds, the price is right.
People are always surprised to find out that all the museums here in Pontiac are free. We're open 7 days a week except major holidays.
Drive in the countryside. Pontiac, Illinois. I'm Andrew McRae.
All right, thanks, Andrew. 7:32 here at KVGB. Today in history, Thursday, August 17th, 229th day of 2023, 136 days left in the year. Today's highlight in history, August 17th, 1982. The first commercially produced compact discs, a recording of ABBA's The Visitors, were pressed at Philips factory near Hanover, West Germany. The beginning of the end for the cassette tape. And in 1863, federal batteries and ships began bombarding Fort Sumner and Charleston Harbor during the Civil War, but the Confederates managed to hold on despite several days of that pounding. And, you know, transatlantic flights, that's pretty cool. What if you do it in a balloon? 1978, the first successful transatlantic balloon flight ended as Maxie Anderson, Ben Abruzzo, and Larry Newman landed their Double Eagle II just outside Paris. Today in history, Thursday, August 17th. Time for news from the Kansas Information Network, brought to you by Nextech. Great Bend Fiber Project continues. Sign up now. Faster internet, streaming TV. Just go to nextech.com.
Hey students, welcome back to Great Bend. Every college student deserves great Wi-Fi and a free Gambino's pizza. Make sure you and your roommate have great internet all year long. Sign up for Nextech Internet in the month of August and receive a free Gambino's pizza. Visit next-tech.com/student specials for more details. Some restrictions apply.
Kansas Information Network News, I'm Jen Austin. The now former police chief in a small town on a Marion-Butler County line has been arrested.
Joel Womochill was arrested and booked into jail for one count of alleged sexual exploitation of a child through electronic means. Many town members have expressed outrage over a decision by Burns City Council to hire Womochill as a police consultant after he stepped down. At a specially called meeting, that decision was rescinded Wednesday night. I'm Jared Sorello.
An 8-year-old girl died Wednesday morning after being hit by a school bus in Derby. The accident happened on East Locust Street in the Oak Lawn area, just west of 47th Street South and Kansas Highway 15. The Sedgwick County Sheriff's Office said the girl went between parked cars and was hit by the bus, and she died at the scene. Derby Schools issued a statement offering their heartfelt condolences and offered support to the family, students, and staff. The girl who's been identified as Harmony Harper. This is Kansas Information Network News.
What is dedication? I am the father of a 9-year-old little girl and a 6-year-old little boy, and I find fatherhood both relentlessly challenging and relentlessly rewarding. My daughter is biological and my son is adopted. I love them both so much, from the morning when we wake up to putting them to bed at night, and every moment in between. It really is so special, and boy, is it exhausting. One thing that I fear about being a parent is the future for my children. I think the parent's job is to protect our children, but also prepare them for the world so they become good, kind human beings. But I'm also hopeful that the future holds a more inclusive and compassionate world for them.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Good morning, and with a look at sports, I'm Aaron Clark. Sports this morning is brought to you by Town & Country Supermarket in Hoisington, where you'll find the freshest meats and produce at affordable prices, and by the American Plains Co-op Seed Department. Give them a call about all your seed needs to make sure next year's crop is the best ever. Starting out in the MLB, where the Royals were in it till the end against the Mariners before coming up just short.
On the way to Hernandez, swinging a pop-up shallow. Down the right field line in foul territory. Long run, Velasquez, he's there and will make the catch. Tagging to third, heading home is Moore. The throw to the plate, the slide, the tag. Moore is safe at home. Velasquez's throw to the plate on a hop. A good throw, but Dylan Moore racing home. He scores. And the Mariners have the lead 5-4.
The call on KIRO is Teoscar Hernandez hits a sacrifice fly to right field, scoring Dylan Moore in the top of the 8th inning to break a 4-all tie as the Mariners beat the Royals 6-5. It was a close game all the way after a flurry of runs early saw Seattle leading 4-3 after 3 innings before both teams would add 2 more apiece, with Kansas City making it interesting till the end, scoring their final run in the bottom of the 9th. The loss moves the Royals to 39-83 on the year, and they'll be back up this afternoon to wrap up their series against the Mariners, and we'll have coverage of that game right here on 1590 KVGB and 95.5 FM starting at 12:30. And the Jayhawk Conference released their men's soccer preseason coaches poll earlier this week, and Cowley is the pick in the poll for Division I, with Barton coming up behind them, followed by Coffeyville to round out the top 3. Johnson County is favored in the Division II poll, with Neosho County and Allen chasing them for the top spot. The season begins on August 17th. And with a new season on our horizon for Great Bend football, you can expect to see some new faces taking the field for the Panthers this fall, including sophomore quarterback Daxton Minton, who quarterback coach Brandon Wells has been impressed with so far this summer.
I can tell you he's had a great summer. Went to a lot of camps. I mean, he's thrown a lot of balls. The biggest thing for him is learning our offense and commanding the huddle. Obviously, we got our running back, so that's going to help. You know, we got some key guys on our offensive line, so, you know, our skill group, they're young, but they're pretty talented. Obviously, we want to establish the run and get Miller the ball, but also get it out to our playmakers.
The returning running back is senior Cody Miller, who gained 981 yards with 14 touchdowns on just 187 carries last year en route to an all-WAC selection. Great Bend gets their season underway when McPherson comes to town on September 1st. We'll have more sports right after this.
Fall will be soon arriving at the American Plains Co-op, and that means a very busy time in the agricultural industry. The American Plains Co-op Seed Department here to help, offering a wide variety of seed, weed, and cover crop needs to suit whatever fits your farm. The team is also currently offering early order programs and discounts for your 2024 spring planting, so take advantage. Get a hold of the American Plains Co-op Seed Department today for all your seed needs.
Town & Country Supermarket in Hoisington offers the freshest meats and produce at affordable prices. They also fry their donuts fresh daily. That's right, no thawing served. Stop by the deli for fresh, hot deli foods, sliced going meat, and meat, cheese, and vegetable trays. Don't forget to visit townandcountrysupermarket.com for weekly specials and download the Town & Country mobile app for digital coupons. Town & Country Supermarket, proud to be your local grocery grocery store for over 65 years, just off Highway 4 in Boysington.
Less than 2 weeks after the Big 12 announced Pac-12 schools Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah will switch leagues and join the conference next year, Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark says his conference is done expanding. Yormark appeared on the Marshan and Our Brand Sports Media podcast, shutting down the possibility of adding UConn and Gonzaga after engaging with both basketball powers on potential membership. The Big 12 is saying goodbye to Texas and Oklahoma after this season, but with the addition of the Pac-12 so-called Four Corner schools, the Big 12 will have 16 members spanning from Orlando, Florida to Salt Lake City, Utah. And replacing elite football players isn't easy at any level of the game, but that's just what K-State will look to do in several key positions this fall, including defensive end, where replacing Felix Ndike-Uzama will be no small order. Ndike-Uzama was a first-round selection in April's NFL draft, and while his presence will be missed, Kansas State defensive end coach Buddy Wyatt believes his unit is up to the challenge.
We don't miss Felix. He had a lot of production for us, but I really do think our room had a chance to be better overall. A lot of experience coming back. We moved Khalid and so we bring some explosiveness to pass rushing ability.
Khalid Duke moves down to defensive end from linebacker after recording 3 sacks for the Wildcats last fall. K-State opens their 2023 season against Southeast Missouri State at Bill Snyder Family Stadium on September 2nd at 6 p.m. And the Chiefs secondary is full of young players hungry for playing time, and Kansas City defensive backs coach Dave Merritt is letting the iron sharpen iron.
When you go into a new season and you're looking at the group that you had last year, that group has changed because all these guys now going into their sophomore year. But this new group is stepping up. Fresh blood is in the room, and every day you wake up, every day you step on the field, you have to prove that you belong.
The Chiefs secondary contains young second-year players like Trent McDuffie and Joshua Williams, who look to fourth-year pro L'Jarius Sneed to guide them. That's all for sports this morning, brought to you by the Town & Country Supermarket in Hoisington and the American Plains Co-op Seed Department. For Eagle Radio, I'm Aaron Clark.
Okay, thanks, Aaron. Scott Donovan coming up on the AM Grade Friends of the Show. He's going to be down at the 8th Annual Business Showcase Show. You're headed down there, too, so.
I am excited.
All right, we're going to hear from Scotty in just a moment. Thanks, Aaron. It's 7:41 at KVGB. Birthdays and anniversaries next. If you have one, give me a call, 792-2479, or call in live on the birthday line in 1 minute.
First Kansas Bank wants to reward you for a high credit score and good credit history. Your hard work and responsible handling of personal and business finances will earn you better terms and lower rates for home, auto, agricultural, and commercial loans. We appreciate your good habits and value your good business. Come visit us at First Kansas Bank to claim your reward. Our strength is your security. First Kansas Bank, Hoisington, Claflin, Great Bend, and Hayes.
If you have a big toolbox in your shed and you can turn a wrench, you can make some real money. I'm talking about a sign-on bonus up to $3,000. Health and dental insurance, paid holiday and overtime pay, profit sharing plan that adds to your 401k. If you have technical experience and you're looking to grow your computer skills, this is the job you've been waiting for. Must have a valid driver's license and a CDL is preferred. Interviews for this job opportunity are now taking place at Can-Equip, Highway 56 and Airport Road in Great Bend. Can-Equip is an equal...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
All right, birthdays and anniversaries. If you have one, give me a call here. 792-2479. We'll get you. That's the best way to do it. Put it on live. Okay, birthdays today. We've got a lot of them. Sean Woodjack. Happy birthday to Sean. Also, Stacy Beck celebrating a birthday today. All right, to the birthday line. Who are we celebrating today?
Calling to wish my fabulous husband a happy anniversary. To Steve Puma.
Fabulous?
Yeah.
Okay, he is fabulous.
Yes, I need something from him today at work.
All right, happy birthday to Special K. Thank you very much.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys enjoy. He'll take you out someplace really nice tonight.
I'm sure he will.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thanks.
Happy anniversary. Yeah, not happy birthday. All right, off to a good start this morning. Okay. Have another anniversary for Brandon and Chelsea Pekanek. Brandon and Chelsea celebrating their 4th anniversary today. Happy anniversary from Lily and Lucas. Megan Brewer. Happy birthday to Megan today. It's a big day for Aiden McGinnis. He turns 2 years old today. Here's a special birthday wish going out to Dana Koppel. Dana lives in Hutchinson. That's a special happy birthday wish from her friend in Hoisington. Cecil Cheeley with a birthday today. Cecil turns 94 years old today. Now, he played golf yesterday with his buddy Ted Bird from Great Bend. And you know what? Ted Bird was born on the same day, and he's also 94. Wow. Congratulations, guys. Okay, Brett Hughes with a birthday today. Giovanni Phillips. Amy Klein. Cecil, I said Cecil. I called him Cheeley, but that's Cecil Cheney and his buddy Ted Bird today. So congratulations to those guys. Jack Craig, Justin Haney, Ryan Hoffman, and Tiffany Schmidt all celebrating birthdays today, some anniversaries. Good calls. We always welcome you into the birthday line, and you can give us a call any time in the morning. We'll put it on the list here. Scott Donovan down at the 8th Annual Business Showcase at Great Bend High School. He's going to be checking in with us next on Friends of the Show.
Kansans with disabilities and senior citizens are 3 times more likely to be crime victims. If you are a Kansas senior citizen or a Kansan with a disability and you are a crime victim, contact the Disability Rights Center of Kansas at 877-776-1541. We may be able to help you with your civil legal matter. Contact us at 877-776-1541 or drckansas.org. Once again, if you are a Kansas senior or a Kansan with a disability who is a crime victim, contact the Disability Rights Center of Kansas at 877-776-1541 or drckansas.org. We may be able to help you with your civil legal matter. The content of this radio ad is sponsored by the Disability Rights Center of Kansas and this station. It is supported by a VOCA grant awarded through the Federal Office for Victims of Crime as administered by the Kansas Governor's Grants Program. It does not necessarily reflect the views of the Office of the Kansas Governor or the U.S. Department of Justice.
Mindsculpt Games in Great Bend will blow your mind with their huge selection of tabletop games, puzzles, toys, and more. Listen to what these customers had to say.
Mindsculpt Games is like stepping into childhood. I found games I used to play when I was a kid, but I've loved finding new games my family can play together on game nights.
Nice and friendly staff, tons of product for pretty much any card game, video games, or board games.
One step inside and you'll see what they mean. Mindsculpt Games, where games build brains. West 10th Street, Great Bend.
747, friends of the show, they're all over town, including down at the 8th Annual Business Showcase. You want to know something, you want to know that a sign that school's back? Well, this has become that sign. Scott Donovan, down at Great Bend High School right now. Good morning, Scotty.
Hey, we're at the Pack Center today. How about that?
Yeah.
And if you want a day to pick up a bunch of swag, man, this is it. I'll tell you.
Well, get
come on down. It's going to be fun. Hey, this is open for all USD 428 teachers and other teachers and all kinds of things. I mean, everybody throughout the city. As a matter of fact, Megan is here with me, and she's going to fill me in on all the good stuff. Hi, Megan.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am so good. How are you?
I'm good. She's the executive director of the Chamber of Commerce here in Great Bend. Yeah, this is kind of a multi-swag day, don't you think? This is it?
There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of business swag taking place today. There's so much swag, and if these teachers and faculty go home empty-handed, that's their own fault.
Well, there you go. Absolutely. So this is for USD 428 and other schools in the city, too, right?
Yes, absolutely. We partner with USD 428 to pull this off as far as videos, but then we invite the teachers and faculty from Holy Family and CKCA and even homeschool families as well.
Okay, well, that's cool. I like that a lot. It's going to kick off around 8:30 this morning, right? Give us a little rundown in the morning.
Yep, the schedule of events, the businesses are setting up right now, bright and early. We're having some coffee, and then the teachers and faculty, the doors open up at 8, and they will come in like a swarm.
Yes.
Like, a team ready to go. And we've got almost 60 businesses set up in here, and so from 8:30 to 10:30, all of the teachers and staff and faculty will have a chance to visit with all of these businesses, get in on so many different door prizes, And then we have a special little stamp passport that they will turn in at the chamber table at the end for a chance to win chamber gift certificates.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great idea.
Yeah, we've got hundreds of dollars. I think we've got about $500, $700 in chamber gift certificates for raffling.
That's absolutely awesome. And you couldn't do this without all of your sponsors and all the people that make this thing happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Credit Union of America is a big supporter of teachers. That's what they were originally founded on, helping. And so Credit Union has stepped up the last few years and been one of our biggest sponsors to help us underwrite this. And then we have a lot of, we have our booth sponsors, and then we have 10 other sponsors that just help, with the underwriting of the gift certificates and everything. So we've got Spectrum CPA and Cedar Contractors, Keller Real Estate, Magna Dry, Empire Realty, Wheatland Electric, NextTech Wireless, Penn State Eye Care, and First Campus State.
You did a good job for reading that upside down. That's pretty cool.
That was what the skill I've been working on.
He has a cheat sheet over here ready that's upside down, and she was trying to read it from there, and I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, again, when you look at the chamber, you have a lot of skill sets that you don't know. It's like, who needs those? But they go in my work.
I love it. The 8th annual. You've been doing this for a little while.
Yeah, we have, and it was something that we kicked off with USC 428, and the teachers love it, the businesses love it, so we're going to keep doing it.
Biggest employer in the county, correct?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think they rival between them and the college, but yeah, USC 428.
Right, one of the biggest employers, so this is a great opportunity to get in touch with a lot of people. I already found swag on my booth over here.
I know, I got some little freebies off. Aren't they fun? They're a little microfiber cloth. And you said 8 years? Like, I think I've been doing this for 8 years.
I know you have. You did it.
Holding out my way.
You did it before we started. You did it before we started, Dan.
Oh, gee, thanks, John. Yeah, I'm old, right?
My hair looks all with magnets right here. This is kind of fun. This is a great opportunity for us to see people. And
this is excellent. This is so good for these new teachers because, and even some that have been here a while, they get to probably see some businesses that they aren't acquainted with, or what they do, and they can visit with them, and everybody has a little door prize, so that's kind of fun. And I think it's an excellent way to invite, I guess, or I don't know what the word is, what adjective I want to say, but just to get the teachers to know our community.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a big deal. I mean, it really is. So we're glad to be a part of it. We'll set up on the north side. You can stop in by and register to win a pair of Chiefs tickets for the August 26th game. That'll be a noon game on a Saturday, preseason against Cleveland Browns. So make sure you stop by our booth and visit with us as well. So come by. Make sure you get a lot of swag. Especially from my friend Jan. And enjoy this day, man. It's going to be fun, really.
Did you call Jan Old Bill?
Wait a minute. Hang on. I did not. Jan?
Yeah.
Debbie wanted to know if I called you Old Bill.
Oh, geez. Okay, yeah. I think it's, Old Jan. Oh, I think
it's Old Jan, not Old Bill.
Old Bill honorarium coming up at the Barton Community College Foundation auction here in a couple of weeks. Yeah. She's going to be honored for her great service, so.
What a great time.
Yeah. All right, Scotty, thanks.
You bet, buddy.
All right, boy, busy morning here today on the AM Great Bend Show. We've got everybody on today. This is great. And, yeah, business showcase going on down at Great Bend High School at the Great Bend Pack this morning and getting school kicked off on the right way. Okay, coming up, new oil patch on the way here. It's 7:53.
One day this patient, a young girl, came into the hospital. She looked scared, so I went over and asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up. Without skipping a beat, she said, a singer.